Okay, so the next polynomial equation we're going to talk about, it also involves factoring, but it's going to be factoring by grouping. So here's the equation. 4x cubed minus 12x squared equals 9x minus 27. Okay, so you have 4 terms. And the first thing you're going to do is get all the terms on one side, and you're going to set it up equal to 0. So when we bring a term over, it changes signs. So this is going to become a minus 9x, and this is going to be a plus 27 equals 0. So when you hop the equals, it changes sign, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 ways to do factoring by grouping. The first way is just to eyeball it, kind of cover these two, and think about what can come out of these 2 terms. So a 4 can come out, and an x squared can come out. So you're left with just x here. You want to make sure this times this is going to give you that back, right? And then here it's going to be a minus 3. It's going to give you the negative 12, and that's it. And then you're going to look at these 2 terms. Okay? So you're going to actually factor out a negative 9, and that's it. This doesn't have an x, so you can't have an x also come out. So this is going to be x. So this times this gives you that back. And this is going to be a minus 3. Okay, so when you factor by grouping, you want these 2 to be the same. So then you can factor out the x minus 3 term. Okay, and then when you do that, you're left with 4x squared there, minus 9 there. This, believe it or not, is a difference of 2 squares. So the first thing being squared is a 2x. And then a 3, so you've got 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. Okay, so if you want to think about taking the square root of these, that kind of helps you come up with the a and the b. So you've got this all factored as far as it can go. So now you're ready to set your factors equal to 0 and get your solution set. So x is 3, negative 3 halves, and positive 3 halves. Okay, so your solution set is going to be most negative first, negative 3 halves, and 3, positive 3. Okay, so you really should plug these in back into here to see if you get a true statement. Okay, I'm going to do negative 3 halves with you, and you can do the other 2. Okay, so check negative 3 halves. Okay, so in for x, I've put in a negative 3 halves. So remember, when you have a over b to the m, it's equal to a to the m over b to the m. That exponent gets transferred to the numerator and denominator. So over here, this is going to be a negative 3 cubed divided by 2 cubed. So we have 4, and that's going to be 27, right? Negative 27 on top, and positive 2 cubed is going to be 8, minus 12, times 9 over 4 equals negative 27. I'm going to take my 9 times my negative 3 over 2 minus 27. It just so happens that we have a few things that can be reduced. So this 4 goes into this 8 twice, and this 4 goes into this 12 3 times. So that's going to be a 1, that's going to be a 2, and so we have negative 27, and I just saw that there is something that I could have done, but it's okay. And look at this. We don't even have to go any further than this because we know it's going to be the same thing. I've got the same exact expression on both sides. So that to me checks. Okay? We want to just make sure that we have a true statement. You could go down and change this to 54, I'm sorry. Okay. So that's going to be an negative 81 over 2. So those are equal. Okay? Thank you.